You're a gal who likes to hopefully meet someone in person first just to feel the energy.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. Like, I'm still old school. I would love to be able to connect with somebody in person. But, it's a new day and age. Everyone's kind of meeting online.
Well, with that in mind, do you have a pickup line that someone's used on you where you were either best or worst?
Oh,
gosh. Comes to mind that you were just like, the audacity, or you were like...
And Mercedes ain't going to try some pickup lines on you, and we're going to see which ones work.
I'm sure I've probably got some. I'll have to think on it. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, Mercedes, do you have one that you would like to try on her?
Yeah, while you're thinking about that, we actually had our audience send us their best pickup line. So I'm going to throw some at you. Chap, you can go back and forth with me on this.
Love it.
And... just give me whatever comes to you for really envision, get into the acting skill
get
here.
Into character. I
yes,
got it.
Let's be,
genius.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
This is the scene, right? We're walking. What am I? I'm probably walking into. We're walking into your bar. You're bartending maybe, and I call you, hey, bartender. I need to get a drink. Wanted to ask you real quick. Was that an earthquake, or did you just rock my world?
I probably wouldn't serve you.
Okay, so that's not a good one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Now, was it the deployment, the way she deployed it, or was it what she said?
Move on.
Okay,
because everything.
Because here's mine. Well, it's not mine. I'm acting for the guest who presented, or the audience member who presented this. But hey, were you in the Boy Scouts? Because you just tied my heart in a knot.
Oh, I mean, that's
that one.
That's a little sweeter. I mean, just because I haven't heard, that before.
She picked them for me to add. It's not like I picked it. Come on.
Oh, we're judging each other.
It's all right.
Just don't listen to Mercedes anymore, okay? All right, what's another one that you want to try?
I don't have a library card, but do you mind if I check you out?
Terrible. Oh my gosh. I would just I'm sorry. Maybe that's just rude of me. I'd be like, bye. No.
Now I have, because, I'm an astronomer. Okay. And, I find science pretty interesting, but was your father an alien? Because you're out of this world.
Wow, you're a great actor, Chris. You really are so good.
He gave you context for the pickup line.
Yeah.
Well, you got improv.
Absolutely.
Improvise here. Let's get this.
That one.
I mean, maybe I'm a tough crowd. I don't know, like a little.
But if I said that and I was trying not to laugh, what would you think? If I'm like, is your dad an alien?
No, that feels insulting when a guy's laughing.
But
you're
I'm laughing at myself.
Are you trying to pick me up? Or are you just being a dick? Are you trying to protect yourself here? What's happening?
I'm like, are you serious or are you you know what I mean?
How far is I like this? I don't have my phone on me, but. There's something wrong with my my cell phone. Would you put your number in it?
I like that. I think that's cuter. That's a little cuter. I'm like, oh.
It's practical because.
Maybe.
Yeah. Now it's in your hand too. So I feel like you have to do something. You're like,
sure.
Let me give you my Instagram.
Yeah,
at
exactly.
least.
And that's what
Pity.
Exactly.
I don't know what you call that. A pity give?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm like, you can Google me.
I'll
give you my first and last name.
Please type yourself into Google and just hand him the phone back.
Have you ever heard of the movie theaters? Because you can see me there. That's not my pickup line. But my pickup line is this. My pickup.
Oh my God.
My pickup line is this. Now remember, I didn't pick these. Mercedes gave me the worst ones, but here's my pickup line. Okay. Oh, I think you just dropped something. My jaw.
Hey, if you were a triangle, you'd be a cute one.
Oh,
I've heard that one.
I've heard that one.
It has to be it's a written one. I feel like it's a written pickup line because you have to spell that one out.
Okay.
These
are from viewers?
Oh, yeah. Okay. They're sending in the good stuff, really. They really. I mean, go ahead, chap. We only got two more.
All right. If nothing lasts forever, will you be my nothing?
Now that's on the sweeter side, Chris.
Oh, thanks.
You're softening my heart a little bit.
I think it's just my acting ability.
You know what, Katie?
He is a good actor, and I know this about Chris. He's a pretty great actor, so maybe it's your delivery, Chris, that's really getting me.
Yeah.
Katie, I know your daddy wasn't a farmer. He must have been a drug dealer because you are dope, girl.
Oh. I like that one.
I like that one.
Because she's got that line so many times.
That delivery was pretty good. Now, maybe if it was you, Mercedes, saying that to me, you know.
Now, this is really just to point out that pickup lines don't work, guys. Stop using them.
They really don't.
Unless I do it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if we've got a good actor here. One time somebody did text me something, and I wish I had my phone because I remember the what he said to me. It was like the first initial, like, hello, how are you? And it was like, you're a wildcat, or said something like his first initial thing about me was like, you're not about wild, but I don't know, something about like,
yeah, frisky little Maine Coon.
Not trouble, but like there was something like creative that he made that like I'm like, you already know me already, like he was like, you're just like a little wildcat or something. I'm like, hit the nail on the head,
something positive, but a little frisky.
like a little like edgy, like not just like, oh, you're cute, you're it was interesting, it was like something different.
Some like wordsmithing going on.
Yeah,
there,
exactly.
Bit,
yeah, and I kind of liked that.
And do you like it because? And I'm not trying to feed you a line, but do you like it because that means they're a little more thoughtful and creative and they knew their subject matter?
Yes, exactly. Because like that, for example, this is like on the dating app that you've seen a couple pictures of me pictures that like would show my personality. So like his comment about like, oh, wildcat or whatever he said, I'm like, okay, he kind of gets that vibe from me from, this picture of me with a gun or, whatever it is.
Yeah, like he didn't come up to you and go like, oh, you look like a good girl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He spoke to your sexy side.
Exactly. He saw something in there that, and that was his first.
And you were like, thanks for noticing.
Yeah, I liked that. I liked it.
And I think that's kind of like lesson taught or lesson learned here is that you kind of got to know a little bit about something that the person's doing that you can kind of engage with. It's like, in other words, if you're in a picture holding a shotgun and you're a guy, and it's a shotgun. Let's say we know it's a shotgun because I'm a guy and I know a shotgun. But I'm like, I like that assault rifle. Is this really neat? It's like, you're an idiot. This is a, over under, 12 gauge.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, that's a bad example, but like, don't like, if you're on a dock fishing, don't be like, did you catch any, big old tarpon? Mm-hmm. It's like, if you're going to try that, maybe see like, I like to bass fit. I don't know, whatever.
The technical side of it, would that even annoy you? I don't know. I don't know that I would like.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I think you got to kind of know your subject. Like he knew you. You're afraid. Oh, you're kind of a frisky little thing, aren't you? Whatever, as opposed to like, you're nice looking.
Right, exactly.
Well, I think there's some generalizations you could make about most women that they want to be seen for. Like being sexy and it not coming off as a full objectification, from him. But
yeah, there's a difference in like, oh wow, you're sexy.
Like for nice ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
like
let me ask you this: if you were working, okay, and basically I had you locked in. Right, like you were, I don't know, waiting tables. Okay, and you'd come out. I was like, God, she's really pretty. I got to think of something. You came back and you're like, oh yeah. And I go, hey, I just had my and before COVID, because I just had all my vaccines. I'm current on my shots.
It would do nothing for me.
Oh man.
I'd be like psycho. Like I'd be like, I don't want to know your, medical history. You know what I mean?
Here's the best advice I can give to men.
I just
listening.
Did that. No wonder.
Listening to Chapman.
Don't listen
not
to me.
Taking any of that advice.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me. I'm your dumb brother.
I think is to be interested, not interesting. So don't give a shit about what vaccines you got, buddy.
Right.
What can you come up and either see in her right away because she's either exuding it or that really any woman would want to be praised for it.
And pretty's not really necessarily going to do it. It's not going to get you there.
No, that's not. I mean, anyone can
really hot.
say that. Yeah.
Right.
But you could come up and say like, oh, that's an interesting choice of cocktail. Why'd you go with that?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you could even say like, really love those heels. I mean, you can say something
a little more specific. Yeah, exactly.
But when you're just like, hi, you're
nice
pretty.
boobs.
Yeah.
I like the boobs. Where'd you get the bra from?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. We're running out of time. Thank God.
This is so fun. I want to hear some more pickup lines.
Has anyone ever come up to you and just said something like way out there, like, "Hey, you want to go home with me tonight?" Like anything just so aggressive? Where you're a bartender, so I feel like that's got to be a nightly occurrence.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure like so many that I can't even really think of, because you
delete
just
them
exactly
from your memory.
You just kind of like
you're like, you know what? I
just
still happen to like dick, so I have to just let this one go. Otherwise, I will never sleep with a man again.
It's true.
Yeah. I just realized what
exactly.
you
Because it'll just ruin the whole race for you.
Exactly. The whole gender is just completely now.
And maybe good for dating is to just not be a bartender anymore. Like maybe I need to switch professions on that end and do something. Maybe I should meet somebody at the library. Not at the bar.
Well, maybe at the comedy store.
I like that.
Where's
that
the comedy store?
Oh, there's
it's
one
in LA.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I thought you can't buy comedy there.
You pay for comedy there, but
I just crawled out from under a rock.